2 decades ago, the 9/11 attack raised the curtain of U.S. war on terror. The U.S. quickly identified al-Qaeda leader Osama bin Laden as the mastermind behind the 9/11 attacks. Former U.S. President George Bush declared the war of Afghanistan in the name of counterterrorism on October 7, 2001. 20 years later, what did these wars bring to the U.S. and world? On August 30, 2021, the U.S. military completed its withdrawal from Afghanistan, ending the 20-year Afghanistan war. As of August, over 929,000 people have died in the post 9/11 wars due to direct war violence, 387,000 civilian deaths, and the wars have possibly displaced 38 million people from 8 main war zones. This is a just conservative estimate. In addition, the wars leave caused environmental problems in Afghanistan as a result of illegal logging, particularly by warlords, has destroyed wildlife habitat. In Iraq, increases in the cancer, birth defects, and other conditions have been associated with war-related environmental damage and toxins. Over 1.8 million veterans have some degree of officially recognized disability as a result of the wars. According to the U.S. Bureau of Labor Statistics, over 40% of those who served in the post-9/11 era have already been certified as having a service-connected disability, compared fewer than 25% of veterans World War II, Vietnam, and the First Gulf War. The U.S. economy has also been hit hard. For fiscal year 2001, the U.S. federal budget had a surplus of $128.2 billion, but in the first 10 months of fiscal year 2021, the budget deficit was $2.5 trillion. The war on terror, one of the reasons for this deficit. The U.S. has already spent about $5.8 trillion in reaction to the 9/11 attacks over the last 2 decades, and future medical care and disability payments for veterans will likely exceed $2.2 trillion in federal spending in the next 30 years. But the U.S. biggest failure is that it lost the moral leadership it so often claimed it had. The U.S. launched the Iraq War based on series of lies, including possession of weapons of mass destruction and Iraq's ties with al-Qaeda, which all proved to be false. U.S. mission to transform Afghanistan and Iraq into democratic states also failed miserably, leaving the two of countries in a complete chaos. On September 2, the EU Foreign Affairs Chief Joseph Borrell said,
"You don't export democracy, you don't export freedom, you don't export. It has to be empowered by the people." But this is something that will have to be developed much deeper, because certainly the Western values didn't have enough power in the Afghan society, and this has to be taken very much into consideration. It was not just a military defeat, it was also a defeat of the Western values.